Sometimes people just need a little help putting food on the table.
My stepdad lost his job, and we were homeless for about 2 years when I was a kid. So we lived in an abandoned gas station and didn't have electricity or running water. But we relied on friends, family, and help from my parents' church to get by. But we also relied on government programs like food stamps. There were days when we didn't quite know where our next meal was going to come from. I was definitely a SNAP kid. Eventually, we got back on our feet, but I don't think we could have done it without the support we received from both the community and our government.
SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, commonly known as food stamps. Often the subject of scrutiny and crazy myths, the truth is, SNAP helps those in crisis.
In Arizona, there are over 1 million individuals that are using SNAP each day. Most of them are children, many of them are disabled, and many of them are seniors living on fixed incomes.
Food stamps are incredibly targeted benefits. They are only allowed to be used for certain things. You can't use food stamps to buy diapers. It's a partial payment to help you cover the bills. And I think one of the misconceptions is that people can abuse something as basic as a minimal subsidy for food. There is no way to eat too much food on food stamps because there isn't that kind of money. You get a couple of $100s a month, maybe you buy some extra beans, you get some hot dogs.
1 in 4 employees in Arizona is considered working poor. Those working at a low wage or part-time job need help.
We very frequently talk about big systemic problems and we miss the actual problems, which are that there aren't jobs available and the ones that aren't great and they don't do anything to build a real life with.
About 20% of our SNAP rolls have an employed family member, maybe working at part-time wages or wages that still allow them to receive SNAP benefits. Half of our caseload are children, so really that's who benefits from SNAP.
My parents were farm laborers, and so on occasion we had assistance from the standpoint of government food. We had cheese, we had butter, we had powdered milk, powdered eggs, and it stabilized us and it allowed my brothers and I to go to school without being hungry. And not being hungry allowed us to learn, and when we were able to learn, we were able to go to college, we were able to become contributors to our community.
We have a number of individuals that come to our food banks that are also receiving SNAP, and they tell us, SNAP allows me to feed my family foods that my family just doesn't have access to.
Families need healthy foods, like fresh fruit and vegetables. SNAP also benefits the entire food chain, from food growers to grocery stores.
We know for a fact that SNAP benefits equaled $1.5 billion, so that's somewhere around 8, 10, 12% of the food dollars have been SNAP related. And when that money is spent, it also means it still creates more jobs in grocery stores or any outlet that's taking SNAP.
The SNAP program wasn't intended to be a long-term program for families. It is intended to be a short-term bridging program. So SNAP helps families while they're in crisis, and once they're out of crisis, they no longer need the program.
SNAP is just one lifeline enabling many citizens to put food on the table for their family. In addition to SNAP, mothers and children under 5 may be eligible for WIC benefits. For more resources to help children and their families, visit azfoodbanks.org and azcaa.org. Imagine a solution.